Hey everyone, Direwolf20 here, and I'm just hanging out. And hey, look, there's a fox. Sweet. Yes, that's right. Our awesome mod installer on the server here got Mo creatures working on the server, and you can see there's a whole bunch of new, crazy, cool stuff, animals and whatnot. There's also a bunch of bad new enemies that are scary and creeping me out already. I just ran into a werewolf, but unfortunately I didn't have fraps loaded, so I couldn't show it to you guys. But I'm sure I'll run into another one at some point and be afraid of it. So yeah, just wanted to let you know we've got Mo Creatures installed now. This is episode 8 of my server Let's Play series, and going strong here. Just running around checking out what Zeldo and his team have been up to. And it looks like a whole bunch of craziness, as a matter of fact. Big, huge, monstrous solar array up there that you can see. A bunch of other neat things. So why don't I get situated here and find some cool stuff to start building. Ooh, there's a staircase here. I wonder where this goes. And I will be back to show you guys something cool. Oh boy, I'm being attacked by a ghost. And there's a caveman here, apparently. Whoa! What's he do, light me on fire? That's not cool. I don't like that, Mr. Ghost thing. Hey, there's a rat here. That's pretty neat. Yeah, those guys light me on fire. That's not very nice of them. You can see I'm just hanging out over here, exploring an area. Pretty much just checking out what's up. Looks like somebody dug out a big old area underneath the volcano here. There was a volcano up here, and it looks like maybe they set up a clearer or flattener, I'm not sure which. And yeah, looks pretty nice. And it looks like it's doing a good job of spawning some mobs. Oh, there's a white ghost here. Okay. You can also see, because of all the nasty stuff that's attacking me now, I went ahead and made a nano saber. I figured it was a good time to make a better weapon to prepare for the fact that there's a whole bunch of new enemies here to fight. So, why don't I get back to finding something cool to show you guys. Alright guys, today I'm doing a new build. I kind of have the idea in my head, but I don't have an exact plan on how I'm going to do it. So kind of bear with me here for a few minutes while I kind of get my bearings on what I want to do. I'm going to map out for you, once I have a couple preliminary pieces here, exactly what I'm looking to do. And hopefully I'll be able to get my point across to y'all on what I'd like this little crazy design I'm about to make have happen. Alright, so the first gate I'm going to make here, and this is again, the Red Power 2 mod, is an AND gate. Okay, this guy's pretty straightforward. If I put him down on the ground here, you can see it's got a couple inputs and an output here. So if I just run some redstone wire along the ground here, and some redstone wire like this and this, you need to power both sides of this guy. Let's see, maybe not, maybe I'm lying. Hang on. Okay, there we go. You want to right click on your AND gate here to get the different settings. So like if it's on this, it'll be this side and this side that need to be powered to get the forward going. There's different settings you can do obviously here, but the one I'm looking for is this one, I think. So if I place a redstone thing here and a redstone thing there, the front one turns on, but it requires both redstone currents to be active for the front guy to be on. Okay, so that's your standard AND gate. And now I'm going to build another gate real quick. Alright, so this guy looks something like this. One of these in the middle, this guy on the side, and these guys on these corners. This is an RS latch. This is one that you'll use basically as a memory type cell. I need to figure out how they work in Red Power, but let's see. Alright, that's obviously an output. So when the output's on, if we apply redstone current here, no. Apply redstone current here, no. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Hang on. Okay, I figured it out. This guy's just multi-sided. So the way this works is, when I apply a redstone current on this side, it changes it, and it sends that side out, and I can keep applying redstone currents here as much as I want, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything. Now if I apply a redstone current over here, it turns off that one and turns on this one. And again. So this is a way to store kind of like a 1 bit of memory, or you can use it to basically, you know, control something being on. So those are the two red power items I'm going to use. And again, we could have built them as complicated, crazy systems using just vanilla redstone, but they're very compact thanks to red power. And that's all well and good. So let's head downstairs to where I want to build something. But before I do that, let's see here. Do I have a redstone transport pipe? And I'm guessing it works like this. Hooray! Waterproof redstone pipe. This is a new piece of Zeldo's piping mod. It's just a redstone pipe, and when water's flowing through it, it'll emit a redstone signal, or any kind of liquid for that matter. So let's head downstairs. I'll go out this way, I think, for now. I want to see how this works. So I'm just heading underneath where I have my engine room. So there's all that reinforced stone that represents my engine room. And let's replace this gold pipe system with a redstone pipe. And you can see that when water is flowing through it, it looks like it's emitting a redstone signal. Let's see here by doing it like this. Yep. Now if I break this water connection, my redstone engines, or my combustion engines up there, which are running, the redstone signal turns off. So the engines are running, it drained all the water out of the pipe, this thing turns off. I put the connecting pipe back on, water starts flowing through the pipe again, and redstone current come back on maybe shortly at some point. Maybe only when the pipe is full it emits the current. I'm going to wait for this pipe to fill back up, and then we'll see if the... looks like it's getting backed up, so that's a good sign. You can see it in the background there, kind of backing up. So maybe only when there's a fully fledged, like the pipe is totally full of water, will it emit the redstone current. Let's see. Yep, there we go. As soon as the pipe filled up, redstone current activated. So that's cool. So what am I building here? I'm building an emergency shutoff for my combustion engines, because I'm still having issues with this water flow, and my engines are exploding. And I'm trying to figure out what's causing it. So what I want to do here is build the AND gate will control the lever upstairs in the room there. And the RS NOR latch will be connected to a button upstairs. Basically what I'm going to build right now is a button that activates one side, will activate the RS NOR latch and turn it on. And then I'll have the redstone signal here hooked up to the RS NOR latch and set it up so that if water flows or stops flowing through, the RS NOR latch will trigger and flip off the engines. And the AND gate is for the lever up in the room so that I can manually turn off the engines if I want. So, hey, there's a rat in my house. That's what I get for leaving my roof open. So why don't I get ready to build this, and I will be back shortly to show it off. Alright guys, so I got all the things I need. I hope I didn't forget anything while I was upstairs. And I knocked off some of the walls here so you can see. There's my lever. That's where the wall is that my lever is on. I just have a simple redstone cable going down and running underneath all my engines there. And it connects up to the engines and gets them going. That's all there is to it at the moment. Right now, what I want to do is change that. So I want to knock that guy off and maybe get up there a little bit. Yep, so you can see what this thing looks like a little bit. And it's really pretty straightforward. You know, there's some redstone cabling there. I'm just knocking this stuff off here because I'm going to need to rewire this shortly. Okay. So first, let's get our redstone cable going down here so that we can see the lever coming in. Why don't I maybe like consider flattening out this ground a little bit? Good enough for me. So the redstone cable is going to come down, and it's going to connect to an AND gate. Let's put it like this, maybe. So that'll be one side. Oh wait, that's the RS NOR latch. The AND gate. There we go. And I wanted it set up like, and you can see because of the way I'm right-clicking this. Alright, there we go. So now when I activate my lever, it'll activate one half of the AND gate, but I need both active in order for the engines to turn on. That's my goal. So I guess the next piece that I can do here is activate my engines by running a cable up this wall, or one of these walls. Yeah, that'll work. A little bit of a tight squeeze, as you can see. Maybe I should actually not have this floor here. Maybe just to give myself more room. Let me clean this up and I'll be back. Alright, so I just kind of replaced this thing. Maybe I want to move it back a little bit. Maybe like here. That's probably good. So again, the lever will activate one half of this AND gate, and then I need something to run the wire up here. So let's say it were to run like this. Nope, I don't want that happening. Perfect. So now, when both sides of this AND gate are active, my engines should activate. Let's see if I can get a nice little way to get up into there. I'm just going to knock this off for now. Alright, so if I activate my lever, you should see this redstone cable turn on. And again, the engines are not running because I haven't activated the right side of this AND gate. And if I just place a redstone torch here, now my engines will activate. And of course, probably just that one will activate because I haven't run a cable along, but you get the gist. So, next, alright, so I got myself in a little tight corner here, but you can see I just ran the cable like so. So now when I activate my lever and put this redstone torch here, just testing the AND gate functionality. Yeah, all three should be running. Like I said, tight squeeze. Yep, all three running. Perfect. And so now, just because I have that redstone torch down there, the lever activates all by themselves. But, of course, that's not our goal here. We want an emergency shutoff system, and that's what this guy is going to do for me. So if I run a redstone cable now, because the thing's full, it's going to constantly emit a signal. I want to have something happen when the thing runs out of liquid. So I'm going to run this guy down here, put this like this, and put a redstone torch on the side of this block, and connect this guy up the back here. Yes, that's what I want to happen. So now, when redstone power is cut, and I could use a NOT gate here instead of this, but I didn't build one, and this is easy enough to do. When power is cut, it sends a signal. And when power is restored, the signal turns off. So where do I want that signal to go? I want that signal to go into this guy. And I need my screwdriver here to make sure it's oriented properly. There we go. And this cable can come through here like this. Okay, so now the engines would be running if the lever was on because it would be receiving power from both ends, right? And watch what happens when I cut this cable, simulating the redstone pipe stopping functionality. Wait, wrong direction. Hang on. Okay, so I corrected my RS NOR latch. So, right now it's supplying power, and the lever will activate the engines. So let's just simulate that real quick. Turn on the lever, and it activates, and everything's on. Okay, now if this redstone engine stopped having water flowing through it, it would stop the redstone signal here, and let's simulate what would happen. I cut this cable, it sends a redstone pulse to this RS NOR latch, which cuts the power to this, which will also cut the power to the engines. So that's now an emergency stop built on the engines. So let's get up here, if I can. Alright, so now you can see the redstone, or the combustion engines here are off, and no amount of flipping the lever is going to do anything, because I need to reset my RS NOR latch. How do I do that? Well, it's pretty straightforward, honestly. I need to apply a redstone signal to this side. Oh wait, first I have to simulate my power being back on, and then I have to append a redstone signal to that side. So now my engine should be back up and running, and they are. And they're controllable with the lever. So that's awesome. So how am I going to get a redstone signal to this side? Well, that shouldn't be too hard, actually. I can connect this cable like so. It's not a big deal to do it this way. And I need to run another wire. So let's see if I can run it like so. Let me find a good spot for it. Okay, so I'm inside my little room here, and I decided that I want to have a button right here. Alright, nope, right there, that activates. So let's drop down a bit and see how this will work. And you can see I'm making a giant mess outside my house, but that's okay. So let's see, if I push the button, it'll temporarily activate that. So this will be our rearming button. And that's fine, we can run that just like so. Maybe I want to just adjust this for aesthetic purposes. So, probably going to need to do something like that. Oh, right, can't do that. Alright, let me get this sorted. Hang on a sec. Alright, I think this is as good a time as any to explain another feature of Red Power, just because I'm not having an easy way of getting this guy all sorted out the way I want him to be. So let's knock off these cables here and just smooth out what I have built. So everything's still functioning pretty much the same way I had it before. You know, we've got the AND gate here, we've got this, but these guys are just a little too close for comfort, and it's making it a nuisance to wire. I don't really want these wires touching, because it's not going to hurt. It should still function with those wires touching. It just doesn't look pretty, and I want to make it look nice. I want it to be really easy to see what's what and what I'm doing. So why don't I head outside real quick, and I'm going to go make a change. Hang on with me just a minute. Alright, so I just cooked up some more red alloy ingots here, and you're familiar with the pattern that if I throw them in a line like that, I get some red alloy wire. However, if I take some wool, you can see I just ran outside and got some wool and surround it, I get white insulated wire. And if I had enough brown or gray wool to show you this, I would, but you can use any color. That wool can be dyed to get its own color of insulated cable. And the way insulated cable works is that insulated cable will only connect to itself and red alloy wire. So if you have, for example, white insulated cable and brown insulated cable laying next to each other, they're not going to connect with each other. So why don't I get some more wool, because I'm going to need at least one more piece, because I need to make another color here, and I'll be back. Alright, so I went and got out into the wilderness and found some sheep, and let's go ahead and get some yellow wool here. I just picked yellow randomly. I could have gone with any color, but dandelion yellow is common enough. And I can now put yellow wool with the red alloys down the middle, and we've got yellow insulated wire. Cool. So how's this stuff work? Well, like I mentioned, white connects to itself, and yellow connects to itself, and both of them will connect to red. Okay, but they won't connect to each other. Whereas if this were a red wire, it would all connect intermingled like that. Which is bad. Like I said, for the build I'm doing, you don't need to have a separated thing, but I just want it to look nice. Just because, hey, that's what I want. So, let's see here. This guy is going to run like so. Okay. And then we'll have a yellow cable running like this. That's going to connect with my power on button, which for some reason is on at the moment. Did I just connect this backwards? Yeah, I did. So let me fix that and I'll be right back. Oh no, I didn't connect it backwards. It's good. It's just the way that this RS NOR latch happens to work. Alright, so let's see now. If we simulate losing power, I can break this block. And I'm even going to flip my engines on real quick with the lever, just to simulate everything perfectly. So, engines are running. And let's simulate losing water flowing through that redstone pipe. That should deactivate the engines, which it looks like it did. Okay. So let's say we've got redstone flowing through again. The engines will still be off. So it's a manual intervention to get these engines back up and running again, and that manual intervention is pushing the button. That resets the RS NOR latch and gets the engines running again. Perfect. Everything's running exactly according to plan. I guess the only other test now would be to break this water line, and hopefully water will kind of stop flowing through, and that'll be cool. Why don't I do that? If I knock this guy off, reconnect this guy, it should lessen the amount of water flowing through here, and it did, and my engines should have turned off. And they did. Perfect. So now I want to reconnect this thing here. You can see, because of the lower frequency of water flowing through there, there's not much flowing through. It's not full. It's kind of stuttering. Once this thing is full again, it emits the redstone signal. The engines are still off though, because like I said, manual intervention. Push the button, engines start running again. And either way, this lever will turn off the engines or turn on the engines. Either way. Awesome. So, I'm just going to seal this room back up. I had all this, reinforced stone here to help keep things safe in the event that there was an explosion. Hopefully there won't be any more explosions, but you never know. So why don't I just seal this room back up once more. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up this segment for now, and I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, so I've got this thing all set up. I'm going to activate the button here. That'll ensure that my system is armed, and then I'll hit the lever, and that's perfect. Now what I'm going to do is just break these pipes here, and that's not going to turn off my system because there's still a steady flow going through. But what I am going to do is drill down here, where I have my water flowing through, and just break this pipe. And now if I reconnect this pipe here and here, it should lower the amount of water flowing through the system enough such that it shuts off the engines. And it did! Hooray! So I just tested and confirmed that my emergency valve shutoff is working. We're just going to have to let it run and see how it does. Hopefully, I'm suspecting it'll do pretty well. So again, no amount of turning on and off this lever will work until I reset the system by pressing this button and then turning the lever back on, and the system's back up and running. Perfect. So let's see how it goes. Alright guys, this looks like a good time for me to wrap up this episode. Looks like it's getting to be about half an hour as usual. I'm going to close off here and I'll be back in a little bit. Hopefully I'll have another episode posted shortly. So this has been episode 9. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I'll catch y'all later. Take it easy.